going to demonstrate for you today the principles of stacking and bringing acro yoga, what they call acro yoga, into the dance, your play. So bringing in a couple things actually: acrobatics, supporting another person, yoga, which is union. So the marriage of two breaths aligning, so to speak.
Hi friends, Amanda here with Breath Dance, and I'm here with a friend, Michael, and we are discussing contact and breath and acro and the power of movement and eye contact and connection. So I would love for you to share some of your thoughts from your years of experience in this field and in connection as a human body. Tell me about it.
All right. Well, it's been a long journey, but first it started with having to realize that I'm here to be in my body, which that was quite a long journey. I did a lot of astral travel and left over and over and realized that there's a reason for me to be in my body, and there's a lot of joy to experience in it. So that was pretty fun. But I came back, and now I'm in a body more full-time, should I say. And then started to develop my connection with inanimate objects, the floor, and just feel how that feels to me. That has been the curve for me, was first to feel the support that the planet has for me, and then to start to breathe and work with that same feeling when I feel tactilely another human being. At that point, it didn't really matter what it was, human or animal or chair. It always felt like an animate object that has my well-being in mind, as long as I'm connected to me first. Yeah.
There's so much profundity in that, how when we take care of ourselves first, like the simple act of self-care allows our cup to pour forth.
Yeah.
And that translates so deeply into our support and dynamic and supporting each other's bodies.
Yeah.
On the dance floor, off the dance floor, on the mat, off the mat.
Well said, and that helps me articulate it even a little bit different ways. When I know that at the end of the day, I want to not hurt myself, very basic, nobody enjoys being hurt. So if I take care of me, then what I'm dancing with is also going to take care of me as well. Yeah.
It's a beautiful concept. That's really at the heart of our concept with breath dance, is finding the space between the breath, finding that connection in between thought, in between action, and the access of movement that's available within our stillness, within that focus. And that's really what we're trying to communicate to the world. And I have found it to be communicated exponentially in our practice and play, and just the concepts that we've come through to get to where we are right now in this moment.
Yeah, we've been, we don't have a lot of history, but we do have the history of both of us being tactile and aware and in our breath and playing, and then all of a sudden being able to come together and play with you is second nature,
Like breathing.
Yeah, like breathing.
So can you tell us, for viewers that have no idea what we're talking about, just like what is the basic concept of acro yoga, of contact, acro dance? Like what is the nuts and bolts of that if someone were to want to explore it for themselves?
It's interesting. Contact improv first developed out of a very specific way to lift and support people, about stacking and about not grabbing your partner. It was about being in the free flow of movement and support with your partner in play. I know it didn't really say a lot, but and then I feel like over time it's progressed more into how do you play very carefully. That's the way I would sum it up. How do you play carefully and strongly with someone that you can then know that you can be supported by them and they can be supported by you. So the big concept in all of it, whether it's Acro or Contact Improv, is the stacking component, stacking your joints so that you can be strong enough base for someone to play on. You know, they can feel, oh, this person has enough strength to hold me up like a strong tree.
Beautiful. So what I'm hearing in this and can translate maybe a bit is, for you new yogis out there, for beginners, when we come into mountain pose, when we come into that Tadasana, I always explain it as standing in line at the grocery store versus standing.
Boom.
Yeah. And that's the concept that I found in my body is the mind automatically wants to follow that path of least resistance, that path of least resistance. And when we come into that strong pose, that strong mindfulness within ourselves, then we have the ability to endure and we have the ability to stand strong in the storm. And that's what I found in my body. First time that I met Mike and we were doing this play, I was recovering from a knee injury. And it was really profound to me how strongly my mind believed my knee wasn't capable of holding you up. And so just with gentle eye contact and breath, no words, we were in a loud environment, so there wasn't verbal communication outside of very little cues. And you just came and you laid me down and you just started tapping on my knee and talking to my knee mentally and looking in my eyes and reminding me, and my mind checked out and my knee clicked in, and I realized in that moment that my body was stronger than my mind allowed it to believe. Yeah. That's one of the benefits of this work, is being able to connect with your body without the story.
Amanda and I are talking about supporting and being supported in a playful, connected dance way, playful way, and movement. So I like to take a person's body and feel the softness of the body. Feel the very softness, like in the arch of the foot, how it's so soft right here. And that reminds me that first connect with the soft part of the person in touch, and then increase strength a little bit so you can feel whether or not they have a pushback. And I demonstrate that in one way by tapping on their bone. And it's sort of like having a conversation with the person's body, where you don't need to say anything. Just as you touch it softly, it automatically knows and responds to that soft touch. And then when you hit it, it knows that you're there for the stack as well. So when I go trust fall, I just want to feel that person has me right there. And that automatically sets up this connection here for the feet to sink beautifully into the body, not strong as if you're poking into the body, but you're supporting it with a wide hand. Your feet are hands. And I also like to put them in the yummy spot. So as a base, you want to feel for that yummy spot. You want to just tactilely, unapologetically look for where it feels good to your feet. And then I'll do that thing where I can just feel the support of my partner. I'm not having to do anything. I can feel my partner. Here Amanda has me. And then from that place, I can breathe and I can look into Amanda's eyes. That helps set up communication. I'm already breathing because I'm feeling where these feet are. I'm feeling everything that's occurring here. I'm looking into Amanda's eyes. It's a wiring that happens, and then I can reach forward. I don't need to say much, and she automatically knows what to do. And this very simple stack right here, I'm squeezing my butt cheeks, I'm pointing my toes, and I'm keeping my arms strong and straight down. This is the straight line between me and the floor. And Amanda's really strong, so I feel like she's like this oak tree down here. And sometimes we may wobble, sometimes we may go side to side, and over the years I've come to figure out kind of what that is. There's this really strong, intimate moment about to occur, and it's the body's way of saying, bring all of yourself forward right here, right now. Drop into this beautiful support that you're getting and let it flow through your body. And so it's not a bad thing to feel the wobble. It's basically, it's a complimentary thing telling you that you've got a lot coming in here. Like, bring yourself to the table. And so I really like that part of it. So thank you, Amanda, so when you come in, put your weight on my feet. There. More weight. There. And I want straight arms. Shoulders down. Yeah. Just feel the difference in that.
Mm-hmm.
Can you put more weight on my feet? Keep the weight in the arms, but shoulders down. There. This is you prepared to fly. Stay stiff just like you are. Squeeze your butt cheeks, point your toes, lift your chest. Lift your chest higher, point your toes. Shoulders down. A lot of,
What are you doing,
lot of
arms?
different energy
Yeah.
things happening.
Yeah.
Right? Your arms are trying to hold on, but your core and your lower back can lift you up without that.
Mm-hmm.
These are holding you back right now. More. Mas. Head up. It's pretty good. When I want to find a zipped up point in you. Lay down on your stomach for a minute. Do this thing where you clench your butt cheeks, point your toes, and lift your body off the floor. There's this real solid line